Hi, thanks for tuning in to another taste and experience with Key Encounters. The item that we're going to try, it's a mini, is from Skatterbrain, and this is their original peanut butter whiskey. This is going to be 35% alcohol by volume or 70 proof. We got a mini because do we know if the larger bottle would be worth it? Always as a fun little thing to let people know is if you're trying to get into spirits and you just don't know, always go to their mini section or where the smaller bottles are, purchase those, because if you don't like it, then you didn't buy a whole bottle. Now, why would you do something like this if you're trying stuff and you're like, I don't like it? Well, if you find out you're doing something and you don't like it, now you're going to refine your palate to the things that you like. So let's always keep that in mind. So always grab your minis. And so we're going to try this out. All right. Ooh, that is peanut butter. All right, so we're just going to pour the entire content inside our shot glass. Bonus points if you can tell me where that shot glass comes from. Okay. Looks good. I like it. Let's dive on in. Nutty peanut butter. It also smells like PB powder, peanut butter powder, like for protein shakes a little bit. But peanut butter, roasted. It almost has like the husk on it, like that roasted husk smell. A little salty. I would probably say if you don't get peanut butter from this, salted caramel. I can also go with that. Now, as far as the actual whiskey is, because of what's going on, it's the sweetness is covering up the booze itself. I don't smell anything at all. So we're just gonna leave it at that. But it is peanut butter, baby, all day. I'm sure if we added in some sort of fruity element, maybe a liqueur or something pureed, and you add this in, you'll probably make a interesting PB&J. You dig what I'm saying? And that's the jam. So let's go ahead and dive on in. Super creamy. As you can see, no reflex means super smooth. Now, as far as the whiskey goes, it will start tingling and give you that nice, good peppery burn that a lot of whiskeys will do, that nice little tingle. And it works very well with this peanut butter. This peanut butter is like, so what I was doing was a Kentucky Chew, which basically lets it mix in with my saliva. And I wanted to taste the experience, right? I want to know what's the quality like, right? Instead of just slamming it. Don't get me wrong, it's slammable. And with something like this, you'd have to be careful because one, it doesn't feel or taste like a whiskey. This is well put together. Whatever they did, they definitely covered up the astringentness of booze, right? Again, you saw me drink it, no face. That means it's smooth, baby. But that peanut butter is creamy and it's silky. It gives this nice texture to the whiskey. I know that's crazy because when you're thinking of bourbons, whiskeys, and scotches and things of that nature, you're thinking it shouldn't be flavored, right? You're thinking it's going to be gimmicky or it's like wrong combination. This actually works. I think it works very well with the whiskey, right? When we think of whiskeys, we have like that oakness to it. It has that sort of almost sometimes like that sort of nutty profile, right? Sometimes there is a nutty profile. For some whiskeys, there's like a walnut or an almond essence to it, right? There are these different nuances of actual nuts. And so I could see how this played into it. It's amazing. I love the chemistry that comes behind making stuff that makes you go, is that possible? Now, the only thing I could definitely tell you is if you have a lot of this and because it's sweet, please be careful and drink lots of water because I promise you the next day you're going to have the hangover from hell. I promise you because it's sweet. And we all know hangovers come from a lack of H2O to balance out the sugars. So with that little fun fact, I want you guys to know that this was fun. Would I purchase this again? Absolutely. I definitely want to get one for our liquor shelf for previous things when guests come over, and I would love for them to try it. And in the future, I would love to try to make some cocktails with this to see what I can come up with, just to see how much fun I'm going to have with this particular item. And until next time, guys, cheers and thanks for watching.